Leaders of the COVID response team at the CDC concluding school-related cases of COVID-19 have been reported, but there has been little evidence that schools have contributed meaningfully to increased community transmission.
In long-term care facilities and in meat processing facilities, we saw a real rapid, widespread infection across the facility and often into the community. With schools, we're not really seeing that.
It's more ammunition for those pushing to reopen schools for in-person learning. The superintendent of Clark County Schools, where Las Vegas is, says it can't happen soon enough. They lost another student over the weekend, the 19th suicide since schools went virtual only last March.
It's hard to know why someone takes their life, but do you personally think there is a link between virtual schooling and the number of suicides you've had?
I think there's a factor involved in this. Yes, I believe so.
In what sense?
I think that the isolation. I think the kids reaching out. They don't have that vehicle in school right now.
In rural Washington state, high school junior Lily Villa says her anxiety got worse after in-person classes stopped nearly a year ago.
I'd always have someone physically next to me. I would always have someone I can physically talk to without having to dial their number or text them through Snapchat. And now I'm just with my cat in my room.
But there are heated debates over whether to return kids to classrooms from Chicago to Atlanta to Maryland.
We want nothing more to be back in our classrooms.
The head of Maryland's teachers union says teachers won't go back on March 1st unless they're vaccinated.
Let's get back to school, but let's do it in a safe way so our teachers and our educators feel safe and parents feel safe. It's putting the things in place and easing fears and not pitting people against each other.
The CDC authors say schools will still need to require face masks, increase physical distance, and do testing. They warn indoor sports could jeopardize safety, but they see a path forward for schools and a way to keep teachers and students safe. Kate Snow, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.